Hello. How are you? Good. I don't want to say I'm hungover. That'd be an offence to hangovers. But I had a few last night, and I have to bring this. It's an X Trail, isn't it? Yeah, this Nissan X Trail for its NCT. So I thought while I'm doing that, why not do a smash and grab review, and maybe I can add something to it by having a bit of a dusty head. Let's go. As I said, I'm a little bit fragile, so the dickhead sunglasses are staying on, and it's really sunny. Okay, so it has a Rogue key, which is convenient enough because it's called the Rogue in, I think it's the US market. I replaced the Qashqai +2 because I think this is a 7-seater. I'll test out the foremost seats post NCT because I'm actually running a bit late. I have 15 minutes to get there. So it's push button start. It's a diesel. I think it's the 1.6 diesel, which I think is 150 brake. I think it has 250 pounds-foot of torque. This seat is in my sister's position. It's her car. They're electric. How do I change? That's the back. How do I change the base? Oh, no, let's see how low we can get it. Well, it goes reasonably low. How do I get the lengthwise? Reach. I'm sure there's a scientific term I'm supposed to be using. That's the back. Oh, this is as far back as the seat goes. Oh, yeah, okay. Steering is overly assisted. Handbrake come off automatically. No. Down. There we go. Okay. Yes, here we go. Okay, it's a manual. Let me double check. Yeah, it's front wheel drive. Okay. Let's see. This is very much off the cuff. This is for car's first NCT. Put this window up so you can hear me. Auto up. Where's the aircon? On. Low. Yes. There's another one. Look at that. We are now following another X Trail, slightly older one, 161. I think this is 17 something or 19 something. It's its first NCT. It was 3 years old. Anyway, so what have we got here? This one seems to be pretty well spec'd. Cruise control, phone, stereo. The aircon is powerful, which is good. It's 6-speed manual. Don't know about this colour of this interior. I can't imagine this stays clean very well. Oh, we're losing our X Trail buddy. Goodbye, brethren. Oh, this air conditioning is very good. Well, picks up on boost, I must say. Let's see now, down to second for this speed ramp. We're doing 1,000 RPM. Foot down. 2,000. Ooh. It's got some pickup, I must say, from about 2,000 RPM. I'm already noticing the ride is quite jiggly. It's telling me what the speed limit is around here. Auto stop. Okay, apparently there's a system fault with this start stop. It's flashing for some reason. This is actually too cold now, this aircon. Stop start. How do I clear this now? No. GPS not connected. So the stereo is on the inboard sat nav, which I imagine is terrible. What's the stereo like?
Marcus says he's been racially abused.
Too loud for this head. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. Maybe we'll inspect that on the way back. This appears to have all the toys. Dual zone climate control. I presume it's the same on the back, is it? We'll inspect the back post test. As I said, I'm running a bit late. There's another X Trail. When it rains, it snows. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? Yeah, so it says it's a leather steering wheel. Well, it's supposed to be leather, as are the seats. And the seats are quite comfortable, I can say off the bat. So that's good for someone with a bit of a sore head. Now, will this be an NCT failure? that the stop start isn't working. It's currently got 55,000 kilometers on it, which again, I think if this is its first NCT, it's probably a 191, 192. USB-B, auxiliary, 12 volt, 2 cup holders here, which you can turn the aircon on. Yes, and it'll blow cold air into the cup holders. That's pretty good. Auto dimming rear view mirror, sunglasses thing, heated wing mirrors, massive wing mirrors with not the greatest visibility. Visibility at the rear is fine, but the C-pillars are absolutely massive, so there are plenty of blind spots. For a 7-seater car, it doesn't feel gigantic. The steering is absolutely electrically assisted power steering. That has absolutely no feel or weight. The gear change is classic Nissan. It's light, the clutch is light, but it's nice and direct and chunky. Heated seats that just go either onto high or low. Ooh. I assume this comes with an auto box, which will probably suit it, although it's probably continuously vague transmission, I'd imagine, it being a Nissan. Yeah, the wing mirrors are powered. What's going on up here? Dome light. Yeah, what's this thing here? Oh, it's got a sunroof. It's got a panoramic roof. Okay, let's give that a go. So, to tilt is this way. Oh no, this way to open it. Oh, well, that would cheer you up on a hangover. Get some light in this bitch. And then, no. Oh. So you can get a bit of tilt going. It doesn't actually, I don't know if that's broken or it just doesn't open. It sounds like it wants to open, but it's not. So maybe that's broken. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the UK built Nissans, which would explain why things aren't working properly. There's an awful lot going on here. I assume it has auto wipers. That's asking to come down now. Shoddy workmanship. The engine is gruff. It is a diesel, I suppose, but yeah, it picks up pretty well. I'll take it on a better spin post NCT. Some fake carbon trim. But everything else, all the materials are nice and, actually, down here it's scratchy and a bit crap. But all the touch points are soft and squishy. Oh, this is a bit scratchy as well. Electric mirrors, I think I mentioned that. Looks like there's plenty of room in the back. Those rear seats look like they adjust as well. There's an old X-Trail. I assume you can get this in 4-wheel drive as well. This one most definitely isn't. Okay, looks like I'm gonna make it on time. What time are we at? 6 minutes to get there, that's fine. We're at most 3 minutes away. It's a lovely, lovely morning. Forecast says it's going to change. Apparently if it tilts down it's open and then up is closed. There's another Nissan X-Trail. The old Bader-Meinhof effect is coming into effect. Okay, I've been in it for a few minutes. I must say I feel less hungover than I was initially. So that's got to be a good sign. I'd say these seats are very comfortable. I want to know how I can tell this fault to go away. It's got to be one of these buttons over here. Power door on, off, on. What's that mean? There's a button here for the power tailgate, traction control. Oh, hang on. Camera. Oh, it's got a 360 degree jobby, and a rear view one, and a front facing one too. Yeah, this really is spec'd up to the nines. It's quite well insulated. I'm not getting plenty of noises from the outside world. Actually, I can't hear anything outside. A little bit of diesel growl from the engine, but I would hardly call it overpowering. This aircon is next level shit. Admittedly, I haven't owned a car with functioning air conditioning in, well, I can't even remember the last car that I had that had functioning air conditioning. It's been a while, close to a decade, I'd say. This is fantastic because it's quite warm. It's 19 degrees according to the car outside, and I'd well believe it. We're coming up to the NCT centre here now, so I'm just going to give it, before we get there, just one blast in second. So we're doing, just pull over our side here. So we're doing, this person wants to turn in here, so 1500 RPM, foot to the floor in second. Picks up pretty well, but the initial pick up then kind of just turns into nothing. And it sounds pretty harsh. Okay, we have arrived, so I'm going to just take a quick cut because they don't like you filming in the NCT centres. Tried taking a picture of a car in this exact centre once and they got angry. Bloody hell, it's glorious. Glorious morning altogether. Look at that sunshine. Good coffee up here, might I add, at the Green Hills NCT Centre. Brava Java for the name of the crowd. It's good coffee, must say. It's worth coming up just for that, you know. Let's see how the old X-Trail gets on. I was just having a look around it while I was waiting for it to be taken in. It's got 9 cans on the front, which don't look great because all the power's going through the front wheel. So it's a 1.6 diesel, 160 brake and 280 pound-foot of torque. It said on Wikipedia. I'm also going to see. Reading. I thought it might have been one of the UK Nissans because I know that, well, they did have a plant over there after pulling out because of Brexit. But stuff like Qashqais and stuff, they're made in the UK, and Micras don't tend to be the best quality of Nissan. But I was just looking through, it's not built in the UK, but they do make the X-Trail. Sorry, this is the 3rd generation X-Trail, the T32 for all of those. And there's a lovely W124 estate. Don't know if you caught that, sorry. So the places that the 3rd generation Nissan X-Trail was built in, there's a new one that has just come out, or is coming out this year. I'm sure you're all as excited as I am about that. So it was made in Japan, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Russia, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, and the United States. Yeah, so I was saying the front tyres, Nankangs, didn't look great. Then it's got a Goodyear on the passenger side rear and a Kumo on the driver's side rear. The driver's side rear one, well, the Goodyear actually looks in awful condition and it's 6 years old. And then the Kumo doesn't look great, but it is 10 years old. So maybe it's going to fail on that because I think 10-year-old tyres is too much, which is strange because it's a 191D car. So either it came on pretty old tyres or someone fitted a pretty shitty old tyre. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this coffee now and wait for the X-Trail to come out. And let's see if it passes. And if it does, wow. If it doesn't, I don't really care. It's not my car. But also then I'll take it for a bit of a back road blast on the way back because I can technically take a little route back to where it needs to be dropped off, back to my sister's house. Yeah, so don't hold your breath, but hold your breath, and don't hold it for too long though, because you might pass out. It passed. I haven't looked through the sheet, but there's no advisories or anything, so the tyres obviously don't matter. Yeah, flying colours. I'm going to pull the window again, sorry. Turn the aircon back on. Yeah, fair play to it. I suppose it'd be a bit shocking if it had failed. It being a 3-year-old Nissan. We'll go for a power test first. Okay, camera off. Right, second gear, foot down. That engine is gruff. Steering weights up with more power. picks up. You can feel the front wheels fighting though. I'm getting traction control. Ooh, yeah, I can feel a lot of systems keeping me in a straight line. I'm in 5th, foot to the floor. Yeah, it's got plenty of pull, I must say. It's a bit wayward though. The steering's gone from horrendously light to way too heavy. It's like it's stuck in mud. I don't know how I feel about that. Plenty of body roll, lots of grip. It's dealing with the bumps. It's absorbing them well, but the ride is quite jiggly. Right, here's some nice twisties now. Here's a good test of the dynamics. There's nothing coming. Okay, free stretch of road. Here we go. Oh, yeah, its first instinct is understeer, and plenty of it. Admittedly though, I am carrying pretty ludicrous amounts of speed for such a big, heavy car. Like that's a generous turn of speed to that bend. I'm knocking to third here for the crack. Oh yeah, it wants to understeer though. That's all it wants to do. Yeah, it's not playful. I wouldn't say this is an enjoyable experience. It's quick though. It's pleasantly quick. Right, here's a nice another stretch of road. One last dynamic push. Bring it into 6th. At about 6/10, it's fairly compliant, I must say, and you can get a turn of speed on quite alarmingly easily. Okay, we're on the downhill stretch now. I want to try that auto parking thing. It was a bit confused there now in the location I tried it on. Jesus, everyone. There's another X-Trail. Who is buying these cars? Because admittedly, like, okay, my sister owns this car. It's their family car. They have an F80 320D as well, so they do have 2 cars, and they only have two children. So why they need a 7-seat SUV, although there's nothing sporty about this, and it's far from utilitarian. I don't particularly know, but that's their choice. If you did need to bring more than 4 people, I'm sure it's probably good. I haven't done the seat test yet. I must pull in and check out the seats. But I'm going to take a long shot and say if I wanted a 7-seater car, I don't know how much this thing costs. It's got to be upwards of 30 grand. Yeah, if I needed a 7-seater, I'd just get the nicest W124 Estate I could get. Annoy everyone by putting your 2 children in the rear-facing seats. What the hell? Holy shit! Is that a Ford GT? I'm currently chasing after a Ford GT. Holy shit! Wow. Now that's not something you see every day. Holy fuck. Right, windows down. It's not that big. Ford GT is not that big, I must say. It actually fits on Irish roads. Well, as much as I'm not exactly blown away by the Nissan X-Trail, nor was I particularly enthused about getting up after a few pints to bring it for an NCT, seeing a Ford GT on the road in Ireland, in and around where I live, that was probably all worth it. Ford GT, a car I personally would probably never own, even if I had fuck you money, but there's no denying it's bloody cool. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing to park itself. Camera, park assist, start. Select forward gear, forward, Oh my good Lord. Oh my God. Oh, I don't trust it. That's got a car in it. Well, that's not very good. Start. Select forward gear. Stop next to your. Okay, stop. Yeah. Now start. Drive forward. Okay, drive forward. Forward. Select reverse gear. Drive backwards. No hands. That is terrible. We're in between two lines. Park assist finished. Okay, it did park the car, but I'm currently in between two spaces. So it does work, just not very well. Okay, we'll try these ones first. These backpack ones. So there's just regular vents back here. No quad zone climate control. It appears that these move because they're on rails. I don't know where the controls are. This probably does adjust. Oh, my head is hitting the roof back here. That's probably part of this pano roof. Plenty of leg room, I must say. But yeah, that's not great. Comfortable though. I could get away with definitely the headroom. Ow. Okay, I was about to say the headroom wouldn't be an issue, but the oh Jesus handle is in a very precarious spot. That could get annoying, especially if you hit a bump. Lights, pretty flimsy back here. I'm very warm. I know the car is off and we've got the pano roof and I'm wearing a jumper, although I am in shorts. Quite warm back here. Nice big cup holder, speaker, lecky windows, more of that fake carbon trim. Seats again are comfortable. Okay, now I'm going to get into the back seats. So I think, let's try this. Seat forward. Oh, so it slides all the way forward to get into the back. And then it flips up like that. Okay, this is already very uncomfortable. Now I'm going to try and pull the seat back to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, if you're above 4 feet tall, I don't think being back here would be too comfortable. I'm going to sign off now. I hope you enjoyed this this haphazard last minute smash and grab review of a slightly used Nissan X-Trail. My hangover is not as bad as it was. I hope you don't have a hangover. It's a beautiful day, so I'm probably going to go for a hike now that I finished this to clear the head a little bit more. And it's supposed to rain later. If I can get out of this back seat, which might be a problem. Nice to see a Ford GT. Anyway, stay safe, stay well. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.